Hey everyone, Corey Sweargos here, the co-promoter for the Vancouver Island Showdown, taking place this year, April 20th, 2024 in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. And this is the first of a series, Champions Chats. We are talking with past winners from the Vancouver Island Showdown. We've got Des and we've got Sunder with us. We've got the wellness champion and men's physique. We're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about, what it takes to get to that stage. Hopefully these guys are going to give you guys some tips, some takeaways that you can use to be able to get to the stage and be successful, follow in their footsteps. And we're going to see where these guys are at now after winning the overall and what their career is now and what the next steps that they're going to take. So Des, I'm going to start with you. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the prep that you had for Van Isle. I know you're a seasoned competitor. You've been on stage a number of times, but let's talk about that prep that you had at Van Isle. And did it go incredibly smooth, or did you have any trials and tribulations to get there?
Honestly, every prep will have like its own trials and tribulations, but I had such a great prep for the Van Isle, and mostly that I had so much support from my community at which is my home gym, who was the sponsor of the show. And it was just an awesome experience for me. Honestly, one of the best experiences I ever had. And it was basically so it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about competing at home, because as athletes progress, there become less and less opportunities to compete on home soil in front of your friends and family. What was that like?
I mean, it was awesome. There's just so many variables that you don't have to work with, like flying it's a huge barrier. You really have to take into account like water retention, planning your meals out, getting your hotel, and there's a lot of stressors, and having a local show is just such a huge benefit, especially in like such a beautiful place like Victoria. Even for people that did have to travel here, like it's just such an awesome city with so many fun things to do. Mm-hmm. So it was awesome.
Yeah. Sunder, I'm going to bring in my man. What was it like competing there in Victoria? Let's talk about your prep. Did it go perfect, or what did you have to overcome to get to that stage?
No, it was just perfect, to be honest. And I decided probably the last moment. Normally, the prep take at least 12 weeks minimum, but I decided the show like I would say 4 or 5 weeks before. Mm-hmm. So it was a bit challenging, but I have to do it because I want to go to a pro qualifier. My work was very, very busy, to be honest. I work early morning, 7:30, and I finish around 8:30 at night. Mm-hmm. I train people at Anytime Fitness here. So it was a bit challenging, but I think I bring my best. And the show was locally, so it was a little bit easier. You don't really have to fly. You can come on the last day. So prep was good. I really had enjoy the show. The show in Victoria is a beautiful place. Mm-hmm. No complaint. It was awesome.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about balancing, your professional life and your career. Like you said, you work incredibly long hours. However, you are still able to put the time, energy, and effort into competing and being able to make it to the stage. Do you have any tips or advice that you would give people who are working long hours like you, and how they can make it easier for them to go through that process?
So based on my experience, what I will advise to people, it's more like mental. I know it's physical, but it's more mental. So mm-hmm. Once we decide something, our mind decides something, we can achieve it. Yes, it's more physical as well, but honestly, I've been competing since 2014. I had many national. I did many pro qualifier. So I know my work has been very, very long, but it doesn't really affect my my prep. I don't know. I would just say it's been more mental. You just need to focus, and it all depends on us, like how hungry we are. Mm-hmm. So. Just stay focused, try and put 100% in your prep and see how it goes. Yeah.
I hear you. Des, let's talk about the balance of life, work, competing. Mm-hmm. For you, how do you balance it all?
For me, it's a little bit extra challenging. I have a career that's totally separate from fitness. I have a career in hospital pharmacy. So my line of work requires me to be extremely detail oriented and very accurate, like, or else bad things will happen. So for me, I really have to separate that part of my life. And when I'm at work, I have to be 100% on. And when I'm outside of work, then I can shut that off and be present in that aspect. So I really have to be mindful where I'm at throughout the day. And caffeine definitely helps. So basically, and also allowing myself time to kind of reset throughout the day. So I'll have like my downtime in the evening where I can just kind of have like a mental break, and just having like those little moments of separation are really important for balance and getting enough sleep, all the basic things, everything adds up, right? So
yeah, for sure. I mean, you're definitely, you're in a calorie deprived state. I mean, caffeine definitely gives you some of that mental alertness and awareness, and helps a little bit with appetite suppressant as well, I guess.
Absolutely.
You definitely don't want to overdo it on the caffeine, but it definitely helps you get through. But for an athlete that has never been on stage before, let's talk about that moment that you step out past the curtain. The audience is there. The lights are on you. What does that feel like?
Honestly, and I'm trying to think back to the first time I stepped on stage, which was in 2019. First of all, it's like, I can't believe I'm here, especially for myself. I was really introverted, super shy. I kind of did this as a way to kind of develop confidence within myself. And so getting up on that stage for the first time is just kind of, it's very overstimulating. There's all the lights and all the people, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is my moment. And you just kind of have to really embrace that and just go with it. And just, you've been practicing your posing, you've been doing everything. And like this moment, you just have to roll with it and just trust yourself that you've done all that you can do.
Mm-hmm. Bandir.
Yeah.
Your posing is phenomenal. I can tell that you practice it a lot. When you get up there, you seem to open up, you seem to shine. What is it about that spotlight that you enjoy? And what does it feel like?
Honestly, Corey, I love this sport, to be honest. It changed my entire life. I started my career in working in hotel, and I changed to fitness. So now I work in the gym. Mm-hmm. When I go on the stage, I mean, I have to tell you this. When it was my first show, it was not like that. I was super shy. I don't even know what I was doing on the stage. But as time goes, and you do one or two shows, you get experience. So mm-hmm. All I learned is, you have to go on the stage. You work hard in the gym throughout your prep, and if you can't bring your best, and if you can't show your best to the judges, it's waste. Mm-hmm. So when I'm on the stage, I enjoy my time. I try to enjoy that time and allow the audience, when they're I have done so many shows. So yeah, the posing was not like that before, but now every show it gets better. But mm-hmm. not we can still always learn from every other show. So I would say I enjoy my time on this stage.
Gotcha. Talk about Van Isle specifically. Can you speak to your experience there, and just overall from start to finish?
My experience over there as a national show, I think I would say it was one of my best experiences, to be honest. The show was very well organized. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful, beautiful place for sure, but it was very well organized. Backstage, you got you have a big room right there. You have all the weights to do pump and everything. So what I enjoyed the most was you're doing a national show, and you're competing with the same stage with the pros, right? And those judges, let's say Rudy and Ronash, they're right there. Those are one of the best judges. They are judging you. So what best you can ask for the people? And yeah, it went on my side. I won overall, so I was super excited. I was super happy.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, separates, from someone like yourself who wins the overall versus the other athletes, that you competed with? Like, do you think, is there anything Is there an it factor or something that you attribute that, kind of gave you that little extra edge?
I think most of the what happened in those national show, most of the time, those new athletes come, so sometimes they're lack of little less experience, and it gives me a little more confidence because I was competing with them, so I know where I can turn the game on, right? Mm-hmm. Where I can do better than the other athlete. If I can see somebody's not posing well, I can probably do my pose a little better than them. Uh, Overall, it was really, really a great show. I know it was a national, but there were some number of good athletes in the show. This is what I would say. It was a phenomenal experience, to be honest, Corey. And I'll be coming back this year.
Oh, awesome, my man! Appreciate that.
And bringing a big team this year.
Amazing. No, I appreciate that. That's definitely a very solid vote of confidence. Yeah. We appreciate you.
So I'm training people. We'll be coming with a big team, and I may not be competing depending, but we are coming back.
Awesome. Des, I'm going to throw it over to you, Des. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your entire experience at Van Isle.
I totally agree. Like, it was pretty seamless from start to finish. I was never left wondering what was going on. The communication between the organizers and the athletes was awesome. Nobody missed a beat, and it was just super smooth. I love the venue. I mean, there was such a great setup backstage. Everything was great. That was an awesome experience from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. Being a seasoned competitor, a veteran here, did you ever make a mistake? And if you did, what was it?
Like during my preps?
Yeah, or like on show day?
All the time. Yeah. Like, it's really unrealistic to expect that you'll have a perfect prep or show experience or anything. You're going to stumble on stage. I stumbled on my national show in Vancouver. You learn from everything. Like, that's how you become better, is just, taking those mistakes and just learning from them and just not letting it set you back. It's just, you just got to keep getting up every time you fall. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you got planned for the future? What's next for you?
Honestly, I've kind of been going back and forth with this for a while. I'm still training for the wellness category. I have no plans right now to compete in 2024. I've never been in a rush to compete. I'm very patient. Muscle takes a lot of time to build, and doing prep after prep definitely isn't in my best interest. So I definitely am taking my time to grow and doing things in my professional life, building things there, and seeing maybe where 2025 takes me, but no immediate plans.
Mm-hmm. So you get there in the overall at the 2023 Van Isle Showdown. Your name is called as the overall winner. What went through your head?
Just so many emotions. I mean, everybody that's on stage just works so hard to get there. Every person, and for it to be the overall winner was just such an overwhelming feeling of joy. And it's like, okay, everything that I've done paid off. It could have been anybody, but it was, and that was just such an amazing experience. No matter what, going through something like that through a bodybuilding prep and, completing it till the end, nobody can take that away. And a huge achievement in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunder, same question for you. You hear your name called for the overall. What did that feel like?
Yeah, that feels like everything to me. When you prep, you put everything, whatever you have, even more than what you have, to be honest, right? So if you're winning overall, it's like everything to you at that moment. I was super happy. I was emotional. Maybe I was crying a little bit. And I know that I did the job well. So I was super proud of me.
Yeah, and you definitely should be. What's next for you? What are you planning to do?
Well, I've been doing pro qualifier for since long. So I'm aiming to get a pro card. And yeah, I know it's been a while. I'm hanging in there. but it's not my day so far. And so next year I'm going to go again, Toronto Pro Qualifier again. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I'm 45 already, so I'll be competing in Masters, the Class A. I'm a competitor in Class A, but these days those young guys are coming huge. Mm-hmm. So I have to see myself where I fit well. So my focus will be on Masters, where I think I'm gonna do way better than I'm in open class. Of course, I'm gonna do open class, so I'll be going to Toronto Pro Qualifier in June. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. I got one last one for you here. Mm-hmm. If there is a competitor that has never stepped on stage, they're watching this, what do you want to say to them?
I would say, based on my experience to those people, whoever, put everything, whatever you have in your prep, listen to your coaches, listen to your mentor, do exactly what they say. Try not anything on your own. So if you have a coach or mentor, listen to them, do exactly what they say. And when the day came and you're competing and you're going on the stage, make sure you enjoy the moment, go on the stage and do your best. Forget about the winning or where you're going to place, but enjoy the moment. So you work hard, go there and show your best. This is what I will tell those people.
Yeah, definitely great advice. Despina, same question for you. What would you tell an aspiring athlete?
So I agree. My biggest thing that I would tell a new athlete is just don't forget to have fun. It's so easy to get caught up in the grind of prep. It is not an easy thing to do. Day in and day out, you're tired, you're hungry, and it's so easy to just get caught up in it. But don't forget to enjoy the journey. Don't just think about the destination, because you know so much about yourself. It's such an awesome experience. Just don't forget to have fun.
Yeah, no, definitely great advice. I appreciate you both joining me here. I know this is going to serve for athletes that are looking to, compete in the future, whether it be at the Vancouver Island Showdown or, any other show as part of the Canadian Physique Alliance. Well, being able to hear from the champions, from their entire team here at Influential Sports, we greatly appreciate you coming back. You guys are doing a service to the community for people that want to walk in your footsteps, to the things that you've already accomplished, sharing your time, sharing your insight and your knowledge. So, for myself and my entire team, I greatly appreciate you joining me here tonight.
For having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Great. All the very best. And we'll see you guys very soon. Keep training hard.
Okay. All the best, Carrie, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.